dx. And what's the derivative of sine x? Cosine x. Actually, the antiderivative is negative. We're taking the antiderivative of this to get v. Crazy x marks the spot. So the formula will give us negative x cosine x minus a negative integral of cosine x dx. And all of this is going from 0 to pi over 2. But before we do that, what's the integral, what's the antiderivative of cosine? Turn to your neighbor, tell them, is it sine or negative sine? It is what? Just plain old sine, because the derivative of sine is cosine, anti of cosine is sine. We're going to go from 0 to pi over 2. So put in a pi over 2 first. And then I'm going to put in a 0 next, plus sine of 0. Well, all this 0 business, this all goes to 0, doesn't it? And what's the sine of 0, or sine of pi over 2? 1. And the cosine of pi over 2? 0. So this is going to be 0, and this is going to be 1. So therefore, this whole thing is going to be what? 1. That's your expected value. And then without doing the integral and all of that, part C, I'm just going to show you how to find the median. The median is going to be the integral from 0 to some m, where the original equation, sine x dx, is equal to what probability is in the middle? Half. There you go. This is to find median. Does this seem doable? Sure. So the median is the middle probability. What's the middle probability? Middle probability? Yeah. Okay. So then all you have to do is anti of sine is negative cosine. Going from 0 to m should be equal to a half. You're going to get negative cosine of m minus a negative cosine of 0 equals to 1 1/2. Cosine of 0, I remember, is 1. So then I'm going to, I just about, oh, I did this right. So then this is just going to be negative cosine of m is equal to 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. That's good, because I want those negatives to go away. So how am I going to find what m is? Yeah, you could. You don't need to. Where on my unit circle is the cosine going to be equal to 1/2? Pi over 3. Yep. So m is going to be 60 degrees or pi over 3. This doesn't make any sense, though, because when we went 0 to pi over 2, pi over 3, here's pi over 4, pi over 3 is right here. Oh, I guess it does make sense. It's perfect, actually. Good? And there you go. Turn to your neighbor and see if you can explain how you set up the integral for finding the value, expected value, and median real quick. Go.